Hello everyone, welcome to Great Ninja. We will show you lots of amazing facts and theories about Naruto and also Boruto. But before enjoying the video, please subscribe to this channel, share this content and also turn on the notification bells. In the Boruto anime episode 299, the story will continue with the moment after Momoshiki's sudden appearance. After all this time Boruto and his team did not get a mission. That day became the day Boruto was waiting for the most because finally he and his team would get an important mission. Just when Boruto was about to go on a mission, Momoshiki reappeared in front of him. The atmosphere of tension is very clear where Momoshiki again reminds the prophecy about Boruto's destiny which makes him later suffer greatly. It was when Boruto was down that Momoshiki would take over and live life as Boruto Uzumaki in his place. Although Momoshiki's words are enough to worry him, Boruto will still try to maintain his consciousness and prove that only he can determine his destiny. Although in this episode there is no fighting going on, we will be shown one of Code's extraordinary powers after the limiter is removed. We will be taken into a very emotional atmosphere where Code's grudge grows even bigger after Eida leaves him. Code felt Kawaki had taken away everything he had. So he vowed to avenge himself by destroying the people of Konoha village. Together with Bug he would create a weapon that would surely destroy Konoha to the ground. Not only Code, in Konoha Team 7 with Shikamaru also began to formulate a plan that they would carry out as a mission against Code. But the whole room was very surprised when Shikamaru asked Kawaki and Boruto to stay with a girl who was none other than Eida. After a brief meeting between Boruto and Momoshiki, on the other hand, Code and Bug were seen to be out of the claw marks to a place that turned out to be the place where Ishiki hid 10 tails or what can be called the 10 tails dimension. Although it is said that this place can only be visited by time-space jutsu, but thanks to the claw marks he left behind when Jigen took him there, Code can easily get in and out of that place. Still in a confused state, Bug then looked at Code who was silently staring at something at one point of the place. Out of curiosity, Bug slowly approached Code and what was his surprise when he saw the figure of 10 tails under the building already grinning at him. With a look of shock and horror, Bug said that he didn't think the 10 tails they had been talking about really existed. After a long silence, Code suddenly told him about his current anxiety. He felt that the place was no longer safe for them to go to, considering Sasuke already knew the place. Although Sasuke is currently unable to use time-space jutsu after his Rinnegan was lost, but they still have two other threats that can enter there at any time. The two threats are Kawaki and Boruto, whereas as known the two of them have now become fully Otsutsuki and soon they will definitely master the time-space jutsu. Therefore, to anticipate this, Code also has a plan to move 10 tails from that place. Using his power that he could now use to its fullest, Code then bound almost the entire body of 10 tails using his claw marks. The bindings became tighter, causing 10 tails' body to shrink and the barbs on his claw marks to enlarge and then release. Code explained that he used his power to resize the 10 tails and disturb its chakra to make human-sized bodies, becoming what is called claw grime. Code is making any army from Juubi, and he has full control of it thanks to the claw marks attached to their bodies. Uniquely, each claw grime created from Code's claw marks can teleport from one place to another instantly through each claw marks on their bodies, making them a flexible and deadly figure because they can move from one place to another instantly. According to Code, dividing the 10 tails into smaller pieces would make them more useful to him, especially in getting his revenge on Konoha. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Boruto and his two teammates, Mitsuki and Sarada, were seen walking towards the Hokage room. Along the way they wondered what mission they would undergo considering that after a long time not running a mission, they were sure that this time the mission was a very big mission. When entering the Hokage room, it was seen that Kawaki, Samire, Shikamaru and Konohamaru were already waiting for the three of them to arrive. Upon seeing Kawaki, Boruto suddenly fell silent and felt awkward because it was the first time he had seen Kawaki since he came back to life. Seeing Boruto who looked fine, at that time Kawaki did not show a fairly happy face, but instead he looked at Boruto with a sharp gaze. Shortly after they greeted each other, Konohamaru then stopped their conversation and told them to focus on listening to the mission given by Shikamaru. At first Shikamaru explained that the purpose of calling them all there was to give a very important mission. Then as they all knew, Konoha was currently facing so many problems. According to him, basically all villages will experience that. But unlike Konoha, it had recently become the subject of a precarious situation. The first is Boruto's problem, where they will not know when Momoshiki will take over his consciousness and go on a rampage. Plus now Boruto has become 100% Otsutsuki. Then next is about Kawaki, where currently his karma has returned and he also has Ishiki's ability, which makes his existence now unable to be controlled by Konoha. According to Shikamaru, although it is not like Boruto where Ishiki will not be able to possess Kawaki, but with him having the ability from Ishiki it can also make Kawaki a threat to Konoha. With the problems they caused, they were considered a bomb that could explode at any time. Not only did they realize the difficult situation Konoha was currently facing, Shikamaru also gave bad news about Yamato, who had released Code's limiter. As is known, Yamato is currently escaping the threat of Code, but in order to save himself, inevitably he finally complied with Code's request to release the limiter. Thus, of course it makes Konoha's position even more dangerous because Code without his limiter has a power that even exceeds the Jougan. In the midst of a situation that they could not fully accept, Shikamaru mentioned a woman who appeared when he and Yamato were attacked by Code. The woman Shikamaru was referring to was none other than Eida. Eida herself is a woman who has a unique ability that can instantly hypnotize anyone who is near her to make those affected by her power helpless. Just like what happened to Shikamaru when dealing with Eida, where he could not do anything at all when he saw Yamato being kidnapped. No matter how hard someone tries to attack Eida, it will all be in vain if they are exposed to her power. Therefore, to deal with it, Shikamaru needs the help of Kawaki and Boruto, who have now become fully Otsutsuki because an Otsutsuki is immune to her power. From what Shikamaru said, it can be concluded that currently Boruto and Kawaki are the only tepid assets Konoha has against Eida's abilities. After being surprised by Eida's extraordinary powers, now they are all surprised by the news that Eida decided to come to Konoha with Yamato for a reason. According to Shikamaru's explanation, Eida originally came to Konoha as Code's partner and accomplice, but with the attractive offer that he and Yamato made, in the end, she was willing to join Konoha and break her relationship with Code. The break between the two of them was of course very beneficial to Konoha because Code lost his most powerful partner. But even so, Eida's arrival in Konoha did not rule out the possibility of creating considerable problems in Konoha. Because as it is known Eida's power will not be avoided by ordinary shinobi, where with the power she has can make all their abilities and jutsu powerless, even the power and influence of the Hokage is completely meaningless to her. In that sense Eida did not need to obey anyone's orders because with her power she could not only take over Konoha or the Land of Fire but also the whole world. Therefore Shikamaru hoped that they could all avoid conflicts that could make them her enemies. After this lengthy explanation, Shikamaru finally told them about the important mission they had to carry out, which was to watch over Eida while she was in Konoha. In that mission Shikamaru appointed Boruto and Kawaki as people who would stay with Eida because only the two of them would not be affected by her power. Shikamaru did this because he believed that if they conducted surveillance by asking other shinobi for help, then they would most likely be affected by Eida's power and would voluntarily do things that were favorable to Eida. To avoid that, Shikamaru was confident that his decision to appoint Boruto and Kawaki to fill the positions of Eida's bodyguards was the right one. The two of them would be tasked with making sure Eida wouldn't cause any trouble and they could see how much Eida intended to cooperate with Konoha. Seeing Shikamaru, who was very enthusiastic and confident if the plan he made would be approved by Eida, made them all wonder about what offer Shikamaru actually made for Eida so that she would cooperate with Konoha. At first Shikamaru was reluctant to tell them, but for the sake of the mission running smoothly, Shikamaru awkwardly said that Eida actually liked Kawaki and he offered Eida to come to Konoha so that she could get closer to him. Upon hearing that, simultaneously their mouths all opened in shock at what they heard. While everyone was shocked by that incredible fact, Kawaki didn't seem happy about it and had a cold look on his face as he had a strange feeling that something bad was going to happen to all of them. That's the end of the Great Ninja Channel video today. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave some comments, like, and share this video so we can have more people see this. Thank you, and the Great Ninja Channel is signing out for today.